Hi, Money Mommy here, and I'm ready to share some creative, insightful, and practical parenting tips. I'm your host, Cheryl Butler. Never has there been a better time to introduce children to racial and cultural diversity. We are fortunate to live in a country where so many ethnicities are represented, giving families plenty of wonderful opportunities to learn and appreciate how different cultures live without having to leave home to do so. Grade school children are developmentally able to put cultural and racial differences into perspective. They can either learn to appreciate or devalue traits that make others different from themselves, including understanding and being accepting of others who have physical disabilities. Today, I'm going to share 10 ways in which you can teach your kids about cultural diversity and the value of differences. Tip number 1. Examine your own cultural beliefs. The best way to teach your child about cultural diversity is to let them see you as accepting and tolerant. Our children imitate us, so in order to teach our children about cultural diversity, we as parents need to figure out what our beliefs are about this topic. So ask yourself, how open are you to people from other cultures or races? The goal is to introduce our children to the different ways people live. We don't want to cloud their judgment and give them biases. So if you do admittedly have any prejudices, you will need to resolve or reserve those so that your child will be open to new experiences and new people. Tip number 2, purchase a globe or a world map. A great place to start is by having a globe or a world map available in your home. We have a large and colorful map which is framed and hanging in our family room. When something globally newsworthy happens, the kids can go right to the map and physically see that area of the world. This allows them opportunities to ask questions, engage in discussion, and it creates teachable moments for the whole family. Tip number 3, sample cuisine from other countries. My family lives near a major university, so we have been very fortunate to meet families from all over the world, including China, India, Germany, and Spain. One year, our community organized an intercontinental cuisine dinner where everyone signed on to bring dishes from their country. Over 100 people dined on sushi, curries, Wiener Schnitzel, paella, and more. There was music playing from these different cultures as well. Some of us even got an instant foreign language lesson from some of the language professors who attended. Thankfully, you don't have to have access to a university to accomplish this. Simply reach out to folks in your town, or maybe one of your child's friends comes from a different country, and have a potluck. This is a delicious way to introduce kids to new cultures. Tip number 4. Encourage questions. If your child has questions about differences in physical characteristics or cultural practices, discuss them openly. This teaches your child that it's okay to notice differences, and more importantly, it teaches him that it's good to talk about them. Learning to appreciate all kinds of differences, not just racial and cultural, but differences in socioeconomic levels, gender, and even disabilities, is an important skill in today's diverse society. Tip number 5. Here are some recommended books on culture, race, and disability. David's Drawings by Catherine Falwell. This is perfect for ages 7 to 10, and here's what it's about. One wintry morning, David, a shy African-American boy, spies a beautiful tree on his way to school. Before class begins, he gets a paper and pencil and draws its trunk and bare branches. Soon, his schoolmates look on and make suggestions. In this gentle and appealing story, a boy figures out how to stay true to his own artistic vision while allowing his friends to express their own creativity. Another book is called Black, White, Just Right by Marguerite Duval. This is perfect for ages 2 to 5. It's about a mixed-race child who celebrates the rich inclusiveness of her life in a joyful picture book. Mama's face is chestnut brown. Papa's face turns pink in the sun. The child's a little dark, a little light, and just right. Stinky the Bulldog is another one, written by Jackie Valent. It's perfect for ages 3 and under. What's it about? Well, Stinky is a lovable little bulldog who moves to a new neighborhood. The mama bulldog teaches Stinky a valuable lesson in not judging others in this colorful picture book. Special People, Special Ways by Arlene McGuire. Perfect for grades 2 and up. Special People, Special Ways presents a positive image of persons with disabilities. It shares the message that even though each of us may have something different about us, we share many commonalities. Coupled with colorful illustrations, the book conveys the message that although painful at times, being different can also be wonderful. And then we have My Sister is Special by Larry Jansen. This is great for ages 3 and up. What's it about? A little boy learns compassion and patience as he cares for his little sister who has Down syndrome. Tip number 6. Use various cultures to inspire holiday decorations. When you're decorating your home for the holidays, consider using various cultures as inspiration. For example, you could incorporate a piñata filled with Christmas candy in your celebration, or let your kids paint chopsticks that you can use as colorful ornaments on your tree. Get your kids involved and see what ideas they can come up with. This also provides an opportunity to do some simple research on how other countries and cultures celebrate the holiday season. Tip number 7. Encourage kids to correspond with international pen pals. Find out about pen pals for your kids in other countries. Have kids pick a pen pal and start writing or emailing to them. Kids who build up relationships with people in other countries will end up being more globally aware. With the prevalence of email and social media these days, this is easier than ever. My kids' school has had great success with this in years past, using Kid World Citizen, a great resource to locate international pen pals. Tip number 8. Attend cultural events. Most communities have free and low-cost cultural events hosted at places of worship, community centers, schools, and other organizations. Explore the calendar of events in your area to find kid-friendly events including interfaith gatherings, cultural festivals, art exhibits from foreign countries, and other activities. Tip number 9. Watch movies that introduce new places. Watching movies that introduce new places to your children is a great way to raise their global awareness. Movies like Jungle Book, Dumbo, Aladdin, and Around the World in 80 Days are wonderful kid-friendly films that let them get a peek at other cultures. And tip number 10. Take a stand against cultural insensitivity. If you want your children to grow up without prejudice and with cross-cultural understanding, you can't show tolerance for racism or cultural insensitivity yourself. If someone says a rude comment or inappropriate joke, speak up and let your child know that this is not acceptable. Kids need to understand that no matter where we are, people really are essentially the same. They have the same emotions, the same desires, and the same concerns. Teaching this to your kids now can keep them from fostering prejudice and help them grow into thoughtful, open-minded adults. How do you teach your child about different cultures and physical characteristics? Let me know in the comments or post your ideas on the Mighty Mommy Facebook page. You can also connect with me on Twitter at Mighty Mommy or email me at mommy@quickanddirtytips.com. Check back next week for more parenting tips. Don't forget to check out my family-friendly boards at pinterest.com/mightymommyqdt. I hope these tips will help you to bring various cultures into the lives of your children. By working to raise globally aware kids, we can make a positive difference in their future. Until next time, happy parenting.